As an organization, we're known for building every year and growing, and that'll be more of the same this year in terms of just kind of pushing this club to see how far it can go, and new looks, new partners, new feel at the stadium, some new faces on the roster, and looking to build on a lot of success over the past years.
It's an exciting time this season. CBS Detroit will be home to more than 25 of Detroit City FC's games this upcoming season.
It is a groundbreaking partnership between Rouge and CBS Detroit that will help make the club the most viewer-accessible professional sports team in Michigan. The games will air both on CBS Detroit and WKBD Detroit 50. They will also stream for free on the CBS News app and CBSDetroit.com. Joining us live in studio tonight is head coach Danny Dichio and club co-owner Alex Wright. Thank you both for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
This is a very exciting partnership. I know everyone here is thrilled about it. Tell me what it means to the club.
Well, I think you hit it right on the head when you mentioned accessibility. This club's been around for 12 years, but unfortunately, every day we're reminded that not everyone knows who we are and what we're up to. We've got a great group that's doing everything they can to win games, and this new partnership is going to allow them to see us playing at home and away for the first time ever all across the state.
Yeah, I know soccer fandom has just been growing across the U.S. and avalanching through the years. How pumped is the team, and how are you feeling as well?
Oh, we're super excited. The league actually started this week, but we had a bye weekend, so we're kind of got that delayed excitement at the moment. But we play in Colorado this weekend, and then the following weekend we're at home at Keyworth to Loudon. So we've got two big games coming up, but the players are ready. They're ready to go. They're ready to play on TV, see themselves on screen, but more importantly, represent the city and get the W.
Yeah, and this partnership will air both the men's and women's game. How has women's soccer really been taken off?
It's massive. I mean, we've had an indoor team this winter break, but the women's game and the team has been such a big plus for the club as well to represent the city. And I haven't been to a women's game yet because that starts up again in the summer at Keyworth, but Alex will tell you a lot more about that, but I'm really interested to attending the game as well. And just from a fan's point of view, I'm not going to be a coach on the sideline watching the women's game, so I can take in the excitement myself from the stands.
Yeah, and with there being so many more women's fans as well, would that just give more eyes to this team as well and what you're trying to do here? Well,
this is a community club, and you can't have a community club without the men's side, the women's side, and the youth side, which we're also doing a lot of great work in as well. The men's team is about 10 years older than the women's side, so in a way they sort of have a head start, but also the privilege to bring folks in, and then it's up to us as an organization to figure out the best way to raise the women's side up, get people to those games, and then grow the whole soccer community.
So about 12 years into it, a couple years on the women's side, what do you want Detroit fans to know? Because this is a sports town. It seems like it's ripe for more fandom, right?
Well, it's one of the best sports towns in America, you're right. But what makes our club special, besides the fact that we're the only pro team with a men's and a women's side, which is really important, that young players can wear that crest, not only as a 2-year-old or an 8-year-old or a 12-year-old, but have this dream of actually playing for that team. Yeah. And I couldn't imagine growing up as a Tigers fan, like possibly being a shortstop for the Tigers, right? We have that. And that's due to the fact that we're not only community-based, but we are driven by our supporters. And the chance that like supporters could also maybe be a part of the club in all these different ways is what makes us unique and special.
I've been able to go to some professional soccer games, and I'll tell you one thing that stands out is the fans. The excitement is just ridiculous. How would you describe it for people who've never been? What will they be experiencing?
A whole new experience. I mean, if you've been to a European game or a South American game, it's similar to that, but maybe a little bit more rowdy, maybe a little bit more beer drunk on the day. But no, it's an atmosphere that I came to as an opposing coach with Sacramento a couple of years ago, and I took in. I was like, this is super unique. This is really authentic. The fans are into it. They gave me a lot of stick as an opposing coach, and I took it, and I was like, this is a club that's going places and going the right way in just having that game day experience for the fans and enjoying it and wanting to come back week in, week out.
Yeah, what's it been like for you to just become ingrained in the Detroit community?
It's been amazing for me. I mean, my family are moving across from California, and they're into it already. They were supporting the Lions in the playoff run.
Yeah.
I'm a big Pistons fan from back in the day as well, so we're not doing too well this year, the Pistons, but we'll take a little bit of leave and maybe come back stronger next year. But no, we're really engrossed in living in the city and being part of the community. We really can't wait.
Hey, we're excited to have you. Glad to be part of your community too.
Yeah.
What do you see in the future for the team and also for the city?
Well, that's a great question. It's one that we ask all the time, despite the fact that 12 years ago we started as a co-ed recreational soccer league that played in the summers. We've come pretty far in 12 years. So we're always, myself and my co-founders, we're always talking about what the next step is. But it's really about the things that we can do to not only make sure that we're doing everything we can for our coaches' side to win games, but also make sure that everyone understands that this is the most accessible, the most inclusive fan base in town, right? There's folks that have never been to a sporting event or just didn't think they were sports fans at all that came to Detroit City FC and understood and tapped in to the thing that we all know, that sports can be one of the most transformational parts of life. It's a really important part of who we are, especially in this town.
Well said. Well, thank you so much for being here today, both of you. We are all so excited about this, and good luck this season.
Thank you.